Oh, wow. What's that? Oh, okay. Thank you. Good to see. Hello, hello. What's up, everybody? Welcome in. We're back. We have another bracket challenge. You guys wanted them. Try to do them as much as we can where we can. Like I said before, don't want to do too many at one time, but we'll do what we can for you guys because I know everybody seems to really like these. So I'm glad everybody's here. Hopefully we'll have some more people come in so we can get lots and lots of votes tonight. And we'll talk about how this is going to work. Disney villains. That's what we're going to do. You guys voted a couple weeks ago when we had Sanity. Gave you a couple different options, and everybody voted on Disney villains. So that's who we're going to do tonight. Sorry about no streams this weekend. We were with family this weekend, so no streams. That's why we went live Thursday and Tuesday from Epic and Magic Kingdom. But we'll be back this week, so be sure to check us out as we get back into the parks. Tuesday night, I think we're going to go back to Magic Kingdom again for Happily Ever After. Try to walk around the park, see it a little bit more at dark. So it might not be, we might not start at 7, we might start at 8 and run it till 10 exactly. But we'll see. It was a disaster getting home Thursday night from Magic Kingdom. It was horrible, but that's a story for another day. All right, let's say hi to everybody in the chat. Jeannie's here. Debbie Anderson, Taylor's World. Josh is here. Bob Chapek is here. Chapeko. Yet it is. Mandy Adams. Kay Wilby. Victor and Janet are here. Douglas Bailey is here. Sorry, guys. I just jumped on me. Kay Wilby's here. John A.B. is here. Joseph Dion is here. 82 Airborne, welcome in. Monica Odiette. Leanne Sherbrick. Kelsey Elizabeth. Tara Enders. Matt M. Will Lovins. I know it's late for you, Will. Al and Rini are here. What's up, Al? Good to see you. Stacy Bailey. Mark F. Debbie F. Jason Kuchera. Jason, good to see you. Jason Thibodeau. Marianne Langdon's here. Rhiannon's in the house. But Bruce Sir Euchre is also here. And I think that's everybody right now that's chatting. Now, before we even get started, here's what I'll say. Everybody, as many votes as we can get tonight. Just like always, we'd love to see tons of votes. The more votes, the cooler it is, the closer it usually makes some of these contests. Gloria Thibodeau, welcome in. Just like before, how did I make up the different ones? Right there. Just put them all in the hat, pick them out, and those were the matchups. So there might be some matchups early on that you guys might say, oh man, that should have been the final. Well, it may not be the final. It's just going to depend. But anyway, I like to get all that out of the way for sure. Again, a couple of videos out there. Be sure to go check out all our latest videos. Work really hard on those. So I'd like to see those take off a little bit if possible. I know a lot of you are here for live streams. I get it. I see the numbers on our channel. We get analytics all the time on what our channel does, where our strengths are, where our opportunities are. Obviously, our strengths are in our live streams. We understand that. But we want to kind of shift that focus down the road to making vlogs a little bit more of a presence in our channel than just live streams. I think it's like 76% of you guys watch live streams. But anyway, so if you get a chance, go out, watch some of these vlogs. Melissa puts a lot of time and effort into hers. They're fun. We like doing them. What's up, Brandy? Brandy's here. Brandy Baez is here. Nicole D. Disney is here as well. Cole Joseph. Yeah, we might be there Tuesday night. I think we are. Kim Daniels, welcome in as well. 53 people here. Let's see how we're looking on likes before we get started. 42 likes. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. It's an inside joke. Melissa wouldn't know it. She's probably in the chat right now. I have the nickel ready. It's behind my picture over here. This picture right here. This one. It's behind that. But we do have it. David Stevens, welcome in. Good to see you. So if we need the nickel, we'll have the nickel and we'll be ready to go. Other than that, I say we got 54 people in here. I'd like to wait a little bit longer, see if a couple more people come in so we can get this ball rolling. And speaking of which, I want to go over a couple things with you guys of how we can do this tonight. Thank you, Monica. I'm glad you like them. Melissa puts a lot of effort into those. She really does. Juju's Collectibles Corners, welcome in. Vlogs are fun, but you have to have a passion to keep it going. Believe me, I know. Vlogs are really, you know, Juju, the one thing I'll say about the vlogs is I try to do as many as I can. You're right. I don't have a consistent, like, every Tuesday, every Monday, every Tuesday and Thursday. I get that. But I enjoy doing the vlogs. I think, you know, it gives me the freedom to do them when I want, where I want, how I want, and, you know, how often I want. You know, live streams are more of a commitment. We've talked about this in the past. You do a live stream at the park, 1, 2, 3 hour commitment, at least, of streaming. And that's not even to get there and to get home. So it's all part of it. Mr. Fulton Mraz, welcome in. Cheyenne Hubbard, welcome in. Cheyenne, good to see you. All right, G. Wilson, what up, G? Okay, I know there's some other people live, so I appreciate everybody coming in here. With 61 of you already here and 55 likes already. Shane Wright, welcome in. All right, so rules for tonight, just like always. Here's the thing. I'll put up the contest. I'll let you guys start voting. Once we get to about 40 to 50 votes in, I'll start the 2-minute warning. Once the 2-minute warning ends, I'll stop the poll, and we'll have our winner. If it's tied, we'll flip a coin and figure out who wins from there. Now, I want to go over something with everybody tonight. Mad Flat Hatter, Julie McCowan, welcome in. Chris Nedlin, welcome in. Good to have you all here. Nice having everybody in. Thanks for all the likes, too. Likes are going up. I love seeing that. Mad Flat Hatter, somebody had to go. You asked, you know, they're not going to fire the general manager. He had a part in it, too. Everybody had a part in the Orioles, Orioles' failure this year. Everybody had a part. Owner, general manager, manager, players. They all had a part in it. Somebody was going to go. So it makes sense. That you start there. Jeff Snook, welcome in. Oh, it's all right, Jeff. It is what it is, man. It's just, I'll be honest with you, I don't want to talk baseball too much tonight. I have another channel for that. But Jeff, here's the thing. It's more of a shock than anything else. I mean, the Orioles were like the 5th highest. You know, when in gambling, you know, when you were thinking about percentages of, you know, highest rated teams to possibly win or go to the World Series, the Orioles were like in the top 5. So nobody thought they would be what they are this year. So it's been very hard. Yeah, Jason, I think, again, they all have a part in what's happened to the team. Anyway, let's go. All right, so here we go. So tonight, I want to ask you guys, how do you want to do this? I have all 4 brackets for the first round set up and ready to go. So we could technically do all 4 brackets tonight. Usually we do 2 brackets today, and then we do the other 2 brackets the next day for the first round, so that you don't have all 32 matchups to go through tonight. Usually it's 16, 8 and 8, and then tomorrow 8 and 8. We can do all 32 tonight if you want, but we're going to be here a while. Probably you'd be looking at like a 2-hour stream. So yeah, it's up to you guys. So we'll get into it. We'll do the first 2. We'll do the first 2 brackets like we always do. If you guys are into it and we want to continue, and there's a lot of people watching, then we'll keep going. If it's dwindling away and people got to get ready for work in the next morning, then we'll wait. We'll stop. Ian LaBelle, welcome in. All right, villains. Now, last thing I'm going to say. This is a caveat for me. I picked 64 villains. There might be some in there you're going to be like, hey, where's this guy? Hey, where's this girl? Hey, where's this person? They are what it is. It is what it is. Just enjoy it and have fun with the ones we have. Kelsey Hanley, Jay Nashville, welcome in. Good to see you, Janette. I think easier on you to split it up, probably. Yeah, it doesn't matter to me. I'm here for you guys. Splitting it up would be more fun. Okay, I'm in. All right, that's fine. Hey, Janette Sebastian the Crab, welcome in. I think you're your first time in. All tonight. Tonight, Monica says, we'll see. So yeah, we'll see when we get there. I'll also see how I'm feeling as we get into this. All right, so we have now, 65 people in here. I think we're ready to rock and roll. Okay, so here we go. Get everything ready. Melissa's going outside to check the system for me. I asked her to check that. She's going to do that. All right, here we go. So Lori is trying to find her phone so she can join. That's awesome, Juju. All right, I think everybody else is here. Okay, so here we go. First matchup. Again, I'm gonna post it. You guys from there will decide. Start voting, and then we'll go from there. All right, first matchup of the night. Everybody ready? Give me thumbs up if you guys are ready. SN, welcome in. If you guys are ready, I want a thumbs up. Score Jason, welcome in. Oh, my pleasure, Jason. Good to have you here. I want to see a few thumbs up. This is a tournament of villains. It's literally a series of bad choices. Yep. And for me, I don't really have a favorite in villains. I've never been a villains fan. I'm always a good guy. I like the good guy. So it doesn't really matter to me. I mean, there's a couple villains in there I think are cool and all, but I don't love villains. Laura, welcome in. All right, lots of thumbs up. I think we're ready to go. And we'll make sure I don't miss anybody who's coming in. All right, here we go. First matchup of the night. All the thumbs up are in. We're ready. Here we go. First matchup of the night. This is going to be a good one. We've got King Candy, of course, from what? Wreck-It Ralph. King Candy. Nope, I can put this in here. King Candy versus Gantu. And, of course, Gantu, I think is his name. He's from Lilo and Stitch. Right? So you've got King Candy versus Gantu. So Lilo and Stitch basically versus Wreck-It Ralph. There you go. Start your voting, folks. King Candy versus Gantu. Two villains. Two bad guys right there. Who you got? Who's your jam? Who's the villain? Who's the bigger? And you know what? How you vote, too, is really up to you. Are you voting for the villain you like? Are you voting for the better villain? The worst villain? You know, I guess you got to vote your way as to what you think about this. Because everybody's going to vote differently, you know? And that's the thing. All right, so we got 54 votes in. 2-minute warning has started. And Gantu's got the lead right now. King Candy, of course, is on the left. He's, again, from Wreck-It Ralph. And Gantu is on the right. He's from Lilo and Stitch. Lovely Ocean Eyes. Welcome back in. It's really up to you. You vote how you want. It's not really... if you're asking me how I would do this is the greatest villain. Who's the greatest villain or the most evil villain? Not, favorites, I guess. I mean, if you have a favorite villain and you want them to win. Marianne Lang, this is King Candy, worse because the other guy turned nice. That's true, but he was a villain. Yeah, whatever you want. All right, so we have about a minute to go. Gantu and King Candy, 58 votes in with 74 watching. It's close. It's close. All right, here we go. So we got 60 votes in. We got less than a minute to go. Dean, Turkey Legster, welcome in. King Candy versus Gantu. It's a good way to start. I'll bring that back up so everybody can see it again, so you know what they look like. There they are. King Candy's on the left. Gantu's on the right. Oh, this is getting close with 61 votes in. 52 to 48. You got about 25 seconds left, folks. 25 seconds. And then the poll is... Oh, it's 51 to 49. Oh, my gosh. We are literally... Let me get the coin ready. Here's the nickel. I've got the nickel ready. Let's see if we're going to need it. 63 votes in. 7 seconds left, folks. 6. What? Oh, my God. That's crazy. All right, so the first vote goes 50-50. All right, so. Coin. Can you guys see that right there? There's tails. There's heads. Heads. Gantu. Tails. King Candy. Okay? It's a tie already. Way to get started, guys. All right. So, heads, Gantu. Right there. There it is. So you guys can see it. Don't think I'm cheating. Heads. Tails. King Candy. I'm going to throw it up in the air, and we'll see who wins. And you got to trust me. You know, it's just that simple. I'm going to tell you. Heads, Gantu. Tails, King Candy. It was heads. Heads won. Heads. Gantu wins. Easy enough. That was easy. So there you go. Gantu gets the win. And he is moving on to the next round. How about that? What a start. Man, you guys are living up to it, right? First matchup already, and there we go. Everybody's in. Everybody's in. Yes. Okay. Yeah, he's still a loser. Diana, welcome in. Lori Collins, welcome. If Walt cannot be trusted, then who can? I agree. I agree, G. Wilson. You're 100% correct. All right, here we go. Next matchup. This is a good one. So for those that don't know, this is Gideon versus Mick Leech. What's his name? Jeez, I forgot his last name now. But he's from the Rescuers. So it's Gideon versus Mick Leech. Oh my gosh, hold on. I can't remember his last name. Percival McLeach. That's what it is. Percival McLeach versus Gideon. And of course, Percival McLeach from the Rescuers. Gideon, of course, is from Pinocchio. So there you go. Two minor villains, but they're villains nonetheless. So Percival McLeach versus Gideon. Who's going to get the win for you guys in this one? Is it going to be Percival or is it going to be Gideon? Your vote. Have at it. How many votes we got so far? All right, so we're only at 28 right now. Blue Blood Gaming. Welcome in. Rescuers Down Under. Thank you. Okay. 46 votes in, and right now Percival's got the lead. Jeffrey Dumas, welcome in. Be sure to vote. It's right there. Get in there and vote. Percival or Gideon? Who's it going to be? All right, so I'm going to start the 2-minute warning as we now have 50 votes. Which one is the cat? The one on the left. Have any new people in the stream? I'd love to say hi and give you a virtual Big Al hug on behalf of my dear buddy, Walt. Well, thanks, Al. You're right in my book. All right. We got about a minute and a half left. You got a minute and a half? Oh, that's right. It's going to be the end soon. All right. So here we go. Everybody vote. Percival, who has the lead right now over Gideon. Percival McLeach versus Gideon. 62 votes in. Crystal Coachman, welcome in. I think he was kidding, Melissa. I got the fan on. It's getting warm in here. No, it's not close. Well, it's getting a little closer. 60-40. All right, guys. We got less than a minute to go. Percival McLeach versus Gideon. Looks like Percival's going to get the win. But it's still early. We're under a minute, though. So vote soon. Everybody saying hi to Melissa. Brett, welcome in. Yeah, I would agree with that. That's probably a very good description of Gideon. Gideon's cookies. Yes, exactly, Jason. Their cookies are good. All right, we got about 20 seconds left. Looks like Percival's going to get the win. Everybody saying hi to Melissa. We got 74 watching. And that's it. Percival gets the win. Percival is moving on to the next round. Good job, everybody. And again, a lot of these villains are going to be, you're going to see a lot of older villains from some of these old movies. You're going to see a lot of newer villains. There's going to be some Pixar villains in there. No live action. Pixar, animated, those type of villains are going to be in there. All right, here we go. Okay, next matchup. This one, I don't think this one will be too much of a matchup. I think this will probably be a blowout. So you have Jafar, of course, from Aladdin, versus Edgar Baltazar. Edgar Baltazar. Now, Edgar Baltazar, for those who don't know, Aristocats. Okay? So you have Jafar versus Edgar Baltazar. And I'm sure I'm not spelling it right, but that's how I'm putting it in there. So, all right, gang, off you go. Jafar versus Edgar Baltazar. Wow, somebody actually voted for Edgar. Wow, a couple people did. You go, folks. I'm surprised at that. Okay, I don't remember that movie. I have to watch Pinocchio again. Jackal Monkey, what's up, Sean? Welcome in. Sorry I'm late. I was doing stuff that was very important, and trust me, it was very important. Just don't ask what it is. I certainly will not. Don't worry about that. I do not do that. None of us do that. All right, 2-minute warning has started. So what was it? No, I'm just kidding. Jafar. Pinocchio is the one with the whale, yes. What about Judge Doom? He was technically a toon. I did not include him, Blue Blood. That's a good one, but I didn't. I didn't include him. I could have, but I didn't. All right, we got about a minute and a half to go. Looks like Jafar is going to get the win. I'm going to kind of assume here, and I'm going to put him down for the next round. I'm going to continue to let you guys vote, but I'm going to take an educated guess on this one. Got about a minute to go. I'm going to let people keep voting. 65 votes so far now, but there's 87 of you in here, which means there's still 22 votes that could be cast. And those 22 votes could make a difference. So be sure to vote, everybody. I'd like to see that 65 get to 75. But we're still at 65. 85 of you in here right now. All right. 86 folks in here. We got about 30 seconds left. And it looks like Jafar is going to get the win. You guys hear my breathing? That's not good. Got a little bit of sun this weekend, as you can see. We were at the beach. All right. 19 seconds left. Looks like Jafar is going to get the win, but we're gonna wait it out. We got to be fair. You guys are coming in. If you are new here, my name is Walt. My wife's name is Melissa. We are Mouse Talk. We go live in the parks on the weekends. During the week, sometimes we do lots of vlogs, and then we do love fun brackets like this. Polls over. Jafar gets the win, and Jafar is moving on, folks. Moving on. No real surprise there, I think. All right, so this next matchup, I like this next matchup. I don't think it's going to be close, but it could be because they're both popular villains. Here we go. Ready? We have Oogie Boogie versus Prince John. Oogie Boogie versus Prince John. Now, this is another one that could go like the first one. This one could be close. It might not, but I think it could. All right, there you go. Oogie Boogie versus Prince John. Who gets your vote? Is it going to be Oogie Boogie or is it going to be Prince John? Who's it going to be? Wow, good start. I love seeing it close like this. Hey, Ryan F., welcome in. All right, I'm not starting the 2-minute warning yet. We're getting there, but we're not there yet. Oogie Boogie is now taking the lead, but it's close. There we go. Oh, no, I saw some votes go away. All right, 50-50 right now. What? 2-minute warning has started, folks. Here we go. Oogie Boogie versus Prince John. Juju's liking Prince John. Marianne says Prince John wasn't that scary. He was like a baby. Oh, yeah, but he's still a villain. You're right, but he wasn't. You're right. All right, guys, we got less than about a minute and 20 seconds left. Prince John's got the lead with 62 votes in. $85 of you here. We got 65 votes. Who that, Dave? Welcome in. Prince John's got the lead. We got 40 seconds left, guys. I'm reading chat as we're waiting. 87 of you in here. Good to have everybody here. Prince John's holding on to the lead. 65 votes is good. See if the votes continue to go up as we get more and more into this. Less than 20 seconds, guys. Less than 20 seconds. 54 to 46. Prince John with the lead. And that, folks, is it. Look at that. Prince John. I gotta say, for me personally, I think that's an upset. I really thought, I think it's a big upset. I really thought OogieOogie was going to go, I thought he was going to make it to the Sweet 16 or Final 8. I really did. Wow, I'm kind of shocked at that one. All right, so there you go. That vote is in. You guys have spoken. And our first upset, OogieOogie goes down. And Prince John moves on. All right, next matchup. This is another one. I don't think this will be much of a matchup. Because most of you probably are going to be like, nah. So here we go. We have King Louie versus Otto. Timmy, welcome in. Good to see you. King Louie versus Otto. Now remember, Otto, of course, is from Wally. He was the bad guy. And, of course, King Louie is King Louie. All right, there you go. It's in. You guys, time to vote. King Louie versus Otto. Who's it going to be? King Louie with the lead. Otto's got a few votes, though. We are at 28 votes so far. We got a lot more to go. King Louie versus Otto. Jason, I actually think this one's tough, too. If you really think about what Otto wanted to do as a villain, you know. All right, 55 votes. 2-minute warning has started. Here we go. You guys, 61 people already voted. King Louie's got the lead, but Otto's made it close. I actually thought King Louie was going to blow this one out, but I voted for Otto personally, but that's just me. I don't think there's any AI votes. Not even that many votes. There's only 66 with 82 people in here. Hey, Taylor. Welcome in Taylor's World. Yeah, King Louie was kind of a villain. He wanted to... They had to get him away from King Louie, if you remember Mowgli. Well, Otto was the machine that was running all the people. That's why they wanted them all. That's why they were all overweight and lazy and sitting in the chairs, because that's what he wanted. He didn't want them thinking for themselves. He wanted to run everything. Yeah, Jungle Book does have a bunch of villains, and you'll probably see a few more of them in here. $30 seconds left. 68 votes. King Louie's got the lead. It looks like Louie's going to win. But we still have some people that can vote. If they want to vote, be sure to vote, folks. 19 seconds. Let me just put that back up there one more time. King Louie versus Otto. It's still Otto's fault. That movie, as far back as that goes, actually, they knew something. That movie's actually kind of smart. All right, so there we go. King Louie gets the win. He is moving on to the next round. Good job, everybody. So King Louie, he does an ape escape. That's how I'll put it. I don't know. All right, so this next matchup is going to be a good one. I like this next matchup. Again, I don't think it's going to be close, but I think both villains are good villains, or at least very notorious villains. We've got Clayton versus Kruella. Obviously, Cruella DeVille, and then there's Clayton. And Clayton, of course, is from, for those who don't know, he's from Tarzan. So Clayton versus Cruella DeVille. There it is. Have at it. Yeah, I could see that, actually. Well, it's funny you said that. I would agree with you. I think, people could look at Tinkerbell and consider her, could technically consider her a villain, because she wanted to off. She really wanted to off Wendy. All right, we have 50 votes. 2-minute warning has started. Look at Cruella DeVille just crushing on Clayton. No surprise. I kind of figured that. Clayton's from Arkansas. He's yeah. And the movie is Tarzan. Just for those that don't know. Motion at the front door again. Who's at the front door? I think it's Melissa going back out checking this stuff. Maybe not. So we've got outside. I've got my sprinkler system for my irrigation system with the for the yard, and in this one area, the sprinklers don't come up. I've literally got to go out there and pull them up. Otherwise, I just got this puddle of water. And I don't know. I'm trying to figure out how to fix it. All right, Cruella DeVille has got the lead. Looks like Cruella's going to win. We got less than a minute to go. Good voting, everybody. Love to see 60-something votes. That's awesome. Hey, what's up, Herschel? Welcome in. Well, Kay Wilby's already picked her winner of this whole thing. I would expect Cruella's going to be up there a little ways, but she's going to have some tough competition. I can tell you that. All right, one more time, show you. Cruella versus Clayton. There it is, guys. Less than 30 seconds. Hey, what's up, Matt? Simba2, welcome in. Be sure to vote, everybody. Be sure to vote. You're funny, Al. All right, so it looks like Cruella's going to get the win. Jason says, it's your irrigation system. Mine had a crack in the base of one of the heads. Really caused some issues. Yeah, I don't know. There it is, winner. I mean, the irrigation system works great. It's just they don't pop up. So hopefully we can get that fixed. All right, so there you go. Cruella gets the win. She's moving on to the next round. 2 more matchups in this bracket, and then we'll move to the bottom bracket on the left side. Jason, good question. The matchups are random. Totally random. Did not rank any of them. Totally random. All right, here we go. Next matchup, Honest John. We had Gideon earlier. Well, here's Honest John. He's going up against, I know Melissa's favorite, Hades. Again, I don't really see this being a matchup that's going to be in any way, shape, or form close. But it's the matchup, so we have to do it. Honest John versus Hades. Who you got, folks? Again, people talking about Cruella DeVille. I think Hades is another one. He could go all the way. He could go all the way in this thing. Yeah, I'll check it. Thank you, Al. Sure will. Oh, nice, Jason. Can you have him come over to my house? All All right, we only got 43. There's 50 votes. All right, 2-minute warning has started. We got to get to the 50 vote before I start. 50-80 are watching now. Oh, where'd everybody go? Nobody's having fun? Hades #1 in Melissa's book. I think Hades is going to go a long way in this tournament. I really do. Who Dat Dave says, doesn't Hades have a speaking line in Phantasmic? Yes. Well, Otis John's got 23%. He's going up. All right, we got about a minute to go, gang. Got about a minute to go. Honest John versus Hades. Good matchup. I think these matchups will get even better as we get into the further rounds. We get past the first round. We get to the second round, the Sweet 16. All the big villains, I'm sure were, although I thought Oogie Boogie was going to be there. Right now, we are in what would be probably the West bracket, if I had to put one in there, Jason. We're going to go, where it would be the top, if you're looking at a bracket from left to right, would be in the top left bracket, and then we'll do the bottom left bracket. And more than likely, because since we're already at 8:37, we'll probably do the top right bracket and the bottom right bracket tomorrow. If not tomorrow, Wednesday, because Tuesday we'll probably be at the parks. Well, yeah, that's exactly right, Melissa. That's how you should vote. All right, guys, we got 68 votes in with only 63 of you here, so I appreciate y'all being here. Again, one last time, we got Honest John versus Hades. Less than 10 seconds to go. Here we go. And there it is. Hades moves on. Going on to the next round. Hades is moving on. No surprise, really. All right, last matchup of this round on this bracket. Here we go. Now, again, I didn't even know this person was a villain, but I guess they are. So, Ka from Jungle Book again versus Anxiety. I didn't realize Anxiety was a kind of a villain. Thanks, Al. It does. It takes a lot to get all this together. It does. But I enjoy it because you guys enjoy it. So Anxiety versus Ka. There you go. Who's it going to be for you guys? Anxiety versus Ka. Now, I didn't see Inside Out 2, so I didn't even know this was a villain. But in all the different... I brought up several different Google websites that did like top 100 villains of Disney all time, and Anxiety was listed there. So I didn't even know they were a villain. But since she was listed, I was like, we're going to do it. Oh, Al, thank you for that. 1999 Super Chat. That was nice. Thank you, bud. You certainly didn't have to do that, but I appreciate it very much. Everybody, please hearts in the chat for Al V with a 1999 Super Sticker. That was very nice, Al. Thank you, bud. Appreciate that very much. Right. It's true. So here we go. Ka versus Anxiety. There it is. I did dig deep for sure, Jeff. Thanks again, Al. Very, very generous of you, man. All right, got a minute and a half to go, gang. Dougie! What's up, Dougie? Walter Grahams. Welcome in. Takes one to know one. Ka versus Anxiety. Oh, man. I'm going to have anxiety tomorrow at work. I can tell you that right now. All right, we got less than a minute to go. Ka versus Anxiety. Looks like Ka's going to get the win. He's got the big lead right now. Anxiety, I don't know. I never saw the second movie, so I can't really speak to it. You know, I don't know if she was a real good villain, a real bad villain. Nothing, who knows? Basically, Lori. Basically, yes. All right, 30 seconds left. And it looks like Kyle's going to be moving on. Anxiety is going to be gone. I think we're all happy with that. And then we'll move to that bottom left bracket for those 8 matchups. And then we'll be done for the night. $70 of you. Back to 70 watching. Let's see how we're doing on likes at this point. I don't think we hit 100, did we? Nope, we're at 80. So if you haven't hit that like button, please hit the like button. We'd love... There it is. Time's up. Tom moves on. I'd love to get to 100 before the end of the night. We're at 80. All right, here we go. So that whole bracket, top left bracket is done. We're good to go. Let's move on to the bottom left bracket. First matchup in the bottom left bracket. You have, I guess his name is Yokai from Big Hero 6 versus Randall from Monsters. So Yokai, I think is his name, and then Randall. All right, there you go. Have at it, gang. Let's vote. The Big Hero 6 villain versus Randall. I think everybody loves Randall. Good villain for sure. Randall was going to hurt Boo. He was going to hurt Boo. No, you can't hurt Boo. But anyway, there you go. So, let's see. Where are we? We're at 42 votes. Oh, I love Monsters Incorporated. That's such a great film. Loved it. So much fun. 45 votes. Oh, we're back up to 86 watching, too. All right, we're at 50. 2-minute warning has started, gang. Keep hitting those votes. Hit that like button. Let's get to 100 votes. Well, maybe not 100 votes. Let's get to like 75 votes. That'd be cool. And let's get to 100 likes. That'd be great. We got 54 votes with 84 of you in here right now. Really, Sean? Sean, did you ever see Monsters Incorporated? You never saw Monsters? Now, Big Hero 6, that one I think I understand. If you saw Monsters, you know Randall. Oh, you're fine now. We forgive you, buddy. Randall is a monster. Yes, he is, Debbie. Figuratively and literally. Penny Veal, welcome in. No, you're not late. You're here. It's all that matters. Whenever you get here, you're on time. That's all that matters to us. You're here. All know about Big Hero 6 is Baymax and the Fallout Boy song. Yeah, it is. I get it. Yeah, that's Big Hero 6. He's the bad guy. All right, so we've got 61 votes. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. And 89 likes. Thanks, gang. We're almost to 100. All right, got about 30 seconds left. It looks like Randall's going to get the win. 62 votes. Again, I think my goal tonight is to see if we get one vote where we get 75 or more. Yeah, Sean, it could be. Ten seconds left. It looks like Randall's going to get the win and move on. I'm just going to put that down there. 2-1. And there it is. Randall moving on to the next round. Nice job, everybody. Yokai goes home. And Randall moves on. Tim Pat, welcome in, Pat. What's up, Cakes? Good to see you, my man. Hope you're doing well. The villain in Big Hero just wanted to find his daughter. Randall went after Boo. Not cool. I agree, Blue Blood. Agree 100%. Well, Crystal, stay with us. He might be in here somewhere. All right, next matchup. This is going to be a good one. Right? I think this is going to be a good one. I think it's probably going to be a blowout, but these are two good villains. You have Ratigan from The Great Mouse Detective, which, by the way, I just watched last week. Miss Flabsheba? Flabbersham. Never mind. Versus, of course, Chernabog. Ratigan versus Chernabog. There you go. Ratigan versus Chernabog. Two really, really good villains, to be honest with you. Ratigan versus Chernabog. This is close. I did. I watched I just think it's funny when Basil always tries to say her name, the little girl's name. He always says, Miss Flabsheba, and she goes, Flabbersham. I just think it's funny. Chernabog's got the lead, and 2-minute warning has started. We've got 53 votes. The Great Mouse Detective is so underrated, but Fantasia is a masterpiece. Yeah, see, I don't think so yet it is for me. I'm not a fan of Fantasia, but luckily we're not doing the movie. We did the movies last time. But the characters, this is more of a character one. But again, you vote your way. You know, I want you to vote the way you want to vote. I think Ratigan's great. I think Chernabog's great. Somebody came in. Who did I see come in? Gail Whitworth. Welcome in. Ratigan has 2 villain songs and is voiced by Vincent Price. Enough said. I agree with that. Vincent Price was amazing. I agree with that too, Bruce. Fantasia, Diana. He's in Fantasia. He's at the end. All right, we got about a minute to go, gang. 59 votes. Only 59 votes. Let's get some more votes in there with 77 wanted. Let's at least stay in the 60s. Keep voting, folks. Chernabog versus Ratigan. There we go. We're at 60 now. Keep voting, folks. 81 of you in here. Good to have all of you in here. Ratigan versus Chernabog. 2 really good villains. I think Chernabog, to me, not Chernabog. Ratigan is an underrated villain that I think a lot of people forget because they just don't remember The Great Mouse Detective. You know, that's from, 1985, I think? Somewhere around there, The Great Mouse Detective came out. So I get it. But he's an underrated villain. He's pretty cool. Yeah, I did know that, Victor. I knew that. Yep. Vincent Price was great. See, I can't watch Fantasia. I can't get through it. I can't get through it. That's it. Time's up. Chernabog gets the win. No surprise really there, I don't think. All right, so Chernabog moves on. Next matchup. Good job, everybody. Good job. So Chernabog gets the win. He's moving on to the next round. All right, next matchup. Here we go. It won't let us vote. Really? I'm sorry, Kim. I don't know why. All right, let me do the next matchup, and we'll see what we can get. All right, here we go. So we have Madame Medusa. She's from the Rescuers, I think, if I'm not mistaken. The other one was the Rescuers Down Under. Madame Medusa versus Stinky Pete. Of course, Stinky Pete is from Toy Story. So Madame Medusa versus Stinky Pete. Who's it going to be? Both of them are pretty villainous. Madame Medusa versus Stinky Pete. Good matchup here. This is a good matchup. 32 votes so far, 80 watching. Yeah, you may have to go out and then go back in, but it should be there for everybody. Sony 4K, welcome in. Good to see you. How are you? Hope you're doing well. Stinky Pete gets no respect nor recognition in Toy Story Land. Can anyone think of any references to Stinky Pete there? No. Not at all. All right, guys. 2-minute warning started. 57 likes already. Or 57 votes already. The likes are up to... What are the likes up to? Let's see. 91. So we're getting a little bit closer. 60-40. Pete's got the lead. Oh, I hit the wrong thing there. Yeah, I would agree with that. I'd be alright with that, having a section of that. That would be cool. Wouldn't that be neat? Alright, guys. Let's see. We have less than a minute to go. Stinky Pete's got the lead. Again, let me show it again. Madame Medusa versus Stinky Pete. Madame Medusa versus Stinky Pete. We got about 30 seconds left. Stinky Pete's got the lead, but Medusa's right there. She's right there. Couple votes either way, and that 41% is going to make it like 48. Look at that. See, it went up again. 42% now. 10 seconds left, though. I think we're going to see Pete move on here. And there it is. Stinky Pete gets the win. Moves on to the next round. How about that? Good job, everybody. I wonder how many of these villains will end up being represented in Villains Land. I'm excited to find out. I wouldn't expect it yet. It is. You probably won't get that many. They'll probably pick the normal 5. Maleficent, Captain Hook, Queen of Hearts, Cruella DeVille, maybe Jafar or Scar, and maybe Hades. That's probably as far as they're going to go. But we'll see. Next matchup. This one's an interesting one. I don't know how everybody's going to vote on this one. Here we go. What's his name? Tomatoa, I guess, from Moana versus Claude Froolo, who a lot of people think is the worst villain ever. Claude Froolo versus Tomatoa. I'm going to call him Tomatoa. Shiny! Sorry. So there you go. Claude Froolo versus Tomatoa. Who's it going to be? Start the voting, please. Oh, yeah. 87 of you in here. Only 32 likes, though. Hit that like button. Let's go, folks. And hit those votes. I want to see votes. Got almost 100 in here, but I only see 39 votes. Claude Froolo versus Tomatoa. Laura, he is evil. 58 votes. Love seeing the votes. Good job, everybody. Only 91 likes, though. Hit that like button. Oh, absolutely, Jeff. Definitely 2 different villains. But I think that's awesome, though. That's one of the things I like about it. When you get 2 total different perspectives on villains, I think it makes it that much better. Makes it harder. Looks like Froolo is going to get the win. We are under a minute to go, gang, but keep voting, please. 65 votes. I like seeing 67 now. We might get to 70. Shiny! I get it, Gail. I totally get it. All right, we got about 30 seconds left, everybody. 30 seconds. Would I put Hunchback in the top 10 Disney animated movies? No. I don't even know if he'd be in my top 20. I think Hunchback's fine, but I like a lot of other movies first. And it's not that... All right, there you go. It's over. Claude Froolo moves on. Good voting, everybody. It's not a knock on that movie. It's fine. It's just not one of my favorites. All right, here we go. Next matchup. This one is nah. I don't think this one will be close. Here we go. We have Chef Skinner from Ratatouille versus, of course, the Queen of Hearts. I'm just going to put Skinner because I think that's how he goes, is by the name Skinner. Queen of Hearts. 2 of hearts. 2 hearts that beat as one. Guys, remember that song? You probably don't. Anyway, there you go. Queen of Hearts versus Skinner. Who's it going to be? 26 votes in. Let's go. 85 of you watching. Queen of Hearts versus Chef Skinner. Of course, Skinner again. He's from Ratatouille. He's the bad guy. Queen of Hearts has got the lead. No surprise really there. John, you never seen Alice in Wonderland? Really? Oh, man. That one you got to go watch. It's a little kooky, but you got to go watch it. And to be honest with you, you should watch Ratatouille. Ratatouille's kind of fun. 82 in here. 59 votes. 60 votes. Good job. And the likes, have the likes moved at all? Or are we still at 91? We are at 94. Nice. We're getting there. One minute to go. Doug, what's up? Zippity-doo, Doug. Every morning with Coffee Talk. Be sure to check out Doug. Good to see you, Doug. Yeah, Sean, I don't mind Alice in Wonderland. Again, I don't love it, but I don't mind it. 30 seconds. Looks like Queen of Hearts is moving on. 3 more matchups to go for tonight, gang, and then we'll be done. And then we'll have our other matchups. Maybe tomorrow I'm going to see what I can do. I did have something else planned, but we'll see. Five seconds left. It looks like Queen of Hearts is going to get the win. There it is. Queen of Hearts gets the win and is moving on. Oh, this next one is going to be a good one. This is going to be a good matchup. I like this next one. I do. I like this matchup a lot. I'm interested to see how everybody votes. The Sheriff of Nottingham versus Mother Gothel. Sheriff of Nottingham, of course, from Robin Hood, versus Mother Gothel. Mother knows best. There you go. Mother Gothel versus the Sheriff of Nottingham. Mother Gothel, of course, from Tangled. Sheriff of Nottingham from Robin Hood. Off you go, folks. Get those votes going. 2 good villains. Really good villains here. Bowser Bricks, welcome in. Yep, vote. Keep America strong. Welcome in. Richard, the legend, R. Johns is here as well. South Carolina Coast in the house. Guys, vote for me. I want to see all those votes. 54 of them in here, and we got a close matchup right now. 56 to 44% with a minute and a half to go. You got a minute and a half. Nothing more evil than stealing a baby. Amen. That's up there. Is there a greater villain than a narcissistic mother? Maybe. It's not really even her stepmother. I don't think she's any relation to her. Right? If I'm not mistaken. I don't think she was any relation to her. I think she just stole her. All right, less than a minute to go. Close matchup, 54 to 46%. That's 1 or 2 votes. Wow, that's really close, gang. All right, we got a little over 30 seconds to go with 63 votes. That's awesome, by the way. Great job, everybody. Love seeing it. Love seeing it. But, man, this is really, really close. That's like a difference of like 2 votes. All right, looks like the voting might be done. If that's the case, Mother Gothel is going to move on. And she does. Mother Gothel gets the win. Moving on. Moving on. Good job. Marianne Langdon says, yes, a mother myself. She tops the cake. Yes, she kidnapped her, but raised her, but still no love. Sad. Yeah, for sure. All right, gang. Another good matchup right here. I think this one's going to be hard for a lot of folks. Here we go. 2 more matchups tonight. Here we go. Gaston versus Lotso. Lotso Hugging Bear versus Gaston. Who's going to get the win in this one? This is a good matchup. Lotso Hugging Bear versus Gaston. No one votes like Gaston. No one gloats like Gaston. All right, votes. Start your engines. At it.
It's time for bed.
Alexa just said it's time for me to go to sleep. How does she know what my bedtime is? Lotso versus Gaston. Gaston is crushing him right now, though. 56 votes in, and Gaston is killing. Nobody likes fruit beer floats like Gaston. Cheyenne, that's true. That's good picks. The gassy man versus the bear with gas. Is Gaston gassy? I guess he does burp the one time. Walking Beyond Borders. Hello. A new bracket challenge. Yes. Hope I didn't miss much. I hate to say it, Walking Beyond Borders, you kind of missed this whole stream. At least the first half of it. This is the first round. We just started tonight, but we're almost done tonight. We got one more matchup to go. But I hope you vote. Please vote. And please give us a like, gang. All right, less than a minute to go. 96 votes. We still not at 100. Love to hit 100 before we get out of here tonight, gang. Al V, again, thanks for the very much appreciated on the super chat tonight. It was very generous of you, so thank you very much for that. All right, gang, 20 seconds left. Looks like Gaston's moving on. All right, we got one more matchup tonight. One more matchup. Time's up. There it is. Poll is over. Oh, Joe Chamberlain, what's up, buddy? Welcome in. Hope you and Michelle and the girls are doing well. Don't worry, we're going to have another whole bracket tomorrow night, the second half of that bracket. So, again, Gaston gets the win. He's moving on. Lotso's going home. All right, last matchup tonight. This is what's up, Nicole? Good to see you. It's a glorified cat caller. All right, here we go. Last matchup of the night. I don't know how you guys are going to handle this one, but this is really a tale of 2 different villains for sure. You got the Big Bad Wolf versus Hans from Frozen. So the Big Bad Wolf versus Hans from Frozen. There it is. And again, I just picked them out of a hat. You guys up and at 'em. Go get them. Big Bad Wolf versus Hans. Prince Hans from Wesselton. Or Weaselton. No, Wesselton. That was an amazing plot twist, actually, and I hate Frozen. I hate to say it, I'm not a fan. I was never a fan of that movie. BHG? What is BHG? What is BHG, Dave? Big Bad Wolf and Hans. Close. This is close, guys. Got about a little over a minute with 60 votes. Dave, you got to tell me what's BHG. $57-43 right now. Hans has the lead. Dave, we still got a whole nother second bracket to do, buddy. Don't you worry about that. We got a whole right side of the bracket to do. More than likely, if it's not tomorrow, it'll be Wednesday. This is only this side of the bracket. It's the left side of the bracket. We still got the right side of the bracket. I'm sure he'll be in there somewhere. All right, we got about 20 seconds left. Hans has got the lead over the Big Bad Wolf. It's going to be close. Who's afraid of the Big Bad Wolf? Looks like nobody because he's not winning. Yeah, Jason, I'm not a fan. Disney shoved Frozen in our face so much, I was just sick of it. I was tired of it. 3 seconds left. And that's it. Hans moves on to the next round. Guys, that's it. We're done for tonight. What great matchups. We had some close ones, which is really awesome. We'll be back. I think tomorrow night, I'm not 100%. Look for the thumbnail so we can get the other side of the bracket, the other 16 matchups tomorrow, or as soon as possible so we can get this first round done. Then we'll move on to the second round. Then we'll move on to the Sweet 16, Elite 8, Final 4 Championship. Get it all done for you. This is fun. We got lots more villains to go. We got another 32 villains to go. And be sure to hit that like button as you go out. Again, thank you to Al for the very generous super chat. That was nice of him. We did hit 100 likes. You guys are awesome. Again, Desire Dreams, Steve's World, Disney Dan, Pete McDevitt are our partner channels. Be sure to check them out. And again, I hope everybody comes back for the next part of the bracket and we can get all this done and figure out who the winners are going to be. 32 more villains are waiting to get their shot. Dr. Facilier is in the bracket we're going to go over probably tomorrow. Again, there's 32 more villains to go. Dr. Facilier was not in this bracket tonight. I'll tell you the people, for those just coming in, these are the villains that have lost. Okay, not won. These are the villains that lost tonight. King Candy lost. Gideon lost. Edgar Baltazar lost. OogieOogie lost. Otto lost. Clayton lost. Honest John lost. Anxiety lost, went home, was voted out. Yokai from Big Hero 6 lost. Ratigan from Great Mouse Detective, nope, went home. Madame Medusa from The Rescuers, gone. Tomatoa from Moana, gone. Skinner, Chef Skinner from Ratatouille, gone. Sheriff of Nottingham, gone. Lotso Huggin' Bear, gone. And the Big Bad Wolf, gone. Those are the ones that have been eliminated. All right, gang. Thanks for joining me tonight. I appreciate you. Anybody that was new here tonight, appreciate y'all coming in. Hope y'all subscribed. Other than that, gang, have a great night. Appreciate everybody. Appreciate all the likes. You guys are amazing. We'll see you with the second half of this bracket. Until next time, take care of yourselves and each other. Talk to you soon. Have a great night and have a good week. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye, gang.